Hi everyone, welcome back to Kenyan Design Conversations. This is Chandareta and has it been a year?
As a founder.
So utasalimia watu.
How has it been as a founder?
Salimia watu.
It's like tunasema by to 2024 Mariga here. Nashuku sana founder kona mazuri kwetu about 2024. Acha tusikizie. Lakini before that, mshisikia mtu anaitwa ChuckNorris ama mlikuwa mnawatch. Ilikuwa inaitwa
Walker Texas Ranger. Hello guys, it's Chuck here. Today I'm happy to join the
group.
The Kenyan Design Conversation. It's been a great year, so let's see what they have.
You feel like it's been a great year?
Yeah, it's been a great year because the community just launched this
What successes do you think to make?
We launched the community.
Every time I used to scroll my LinkedIn, KDK used to shout. I'm on my Spotify. Still KDK shouting.
But no.
Adi rap. Bado KDK iko hapo.
Sasa wapi? Kwa rap.
Si rap ya Spotify. Rapped. Ama nitoka? Rapped. Sasa unaona. That's so founder tuambie siri.
This was properly planned, right?
Ni sawa na bado sasa 2025 inakaaje?
Some goodies for big stuff for 2025.
Yes.
Maybe atatuambia.
Tumekapitia. Mimi niko hapa nasema tu we.
Sisi tunasema kitu tumeona. Sasa juhudi kwa ground.
Behind the scenes, it's not easy. Lakini I think we do it we just did it for the people. Unajua tulianza hii mwaka kama hatu record.
Wala, by the way.
I've gone through a lot this year.
But imagine this year, from the look of records, this is the year that KDK has recorded the most episodes.
Fair enough. Last year, ni mtoto bana. Alizaliwa like November last year.
Sasa tunaona hizo ni celebrations mingi.
You ni milestone. Consider mali tumefika na our infancy. We're less than 2 years old.
But at least we have a community now. We have a big community now. Yes. Asante sana founder.
For the community.
Yeah.
Why do you really like the community? Because ni hiyo community ndio imefanya nisiache. Every time nataka kuacha kuna msana nikumbusha kuna mtu nafanyia mahali. Thing is, unajua I'm not a master of design wenye wase wanataka kunieka sana. We are all learners. So nataka watu waelewe mimi ni learner mwenye na learn nikiwaletea resources na learn from. If you choose to learn, uta learn.
But mimi naweza sema venye since I became a conversationalist, nilikam kunote chenye kimefanya community and grow hadi ifike place yenye iko sahihi. Ni ile most of the designers in Kenya, they are self-taught. No.
Yes.
Tasa, and the community itself is like you're giving forward.
Pause kwanza. Allow me to call out on designers. Who feel like other designers are not worth it. Yet sisi wote tumejifunza design. Thank you.
Eka ule ameenda shule anipeleke hiyo shule. Lakini siku hizi kuna shule za design Kenya.
Ziko ndio. But they're just people who just deliberately look down on. And yet like 95% of designers really, yes.
Anyway. Sasa umesikia mbona community. Yeah, I think that the main reason why the community is still growing, but still become the conversationalist. Even ChuckNorris, he is a designer, but he's not a designer.
But he is a designer. Tuambie, introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Chuck. I do architecture and structure designs.
Yes.
So, we design structures.
Chuck, introduce yourself.
So, I'm Chuck. Okay. Oh, ChuckNorris.
Yes.
ChuckNorris. Wow.
Oh, you are Chuck.
Say it professionally. Introduce yourself. Your wins, your achievements, who you are.
What you can do. 2024.
So what we've done in 2024. What happened
Check
in
it.
2024?
So, let me
It
help
never
you
happened.
out.
Yes,
Hi, what's your name?
I'm Chuck.
What do you do?
I'm a structural designer.
I would tell people what you've done.
So structural design entails making spaces that are habitable by humans.
Hey.
Designing such spaces that will meet their needs and be comfortable with them. Yeah. So environmentally, socially, financially also.
How much empathy do you use?
You look at yourself as the person you will use the space.
Yes.
You put yourself as the user of the space before designing the space. So you consider all aspects and as an individual, how you would feel in such a space.
Okay. Lakini umetuambia what you do. You've not told us what you've done.
What I've done.
Sitaki kuspill beans zozote. 2024 ni
2024 umefanya nini? Umetengeneza spaces ngapi?
Wewe relax. What have you done?
So 2024, I started on a good note. I was designed this year. I've designed a lot of factories, tea factories.
I think you're the patoto wako wanaelewa. Sasa ni structure gani ama ni space gani?
So we design a system where from the tea leaves to the tea bag, all in one conveyor belt. We call them the orthodox.
Lakini anajita structural designer. Lakini kuna msanii anaweza muita product designer.
No, I don't design the product. Okay, I don't know, but I don't know what product design is. But
It's product.
Yes,
It's just a structure.
It's a structure. I look at it as a flow chart, like a flow chart, like machineries that are where the teas are being, or plugged teas are placed, conveyor belt being dried, shredded, up to the final product. How it will flow in a certain space, how people will move around it.
I can interrupt with that. Him looking at structural design, he looks at it like our product design looks at lo-fi. He does the lo-fi.
Not just lo-fi. He's even talked about the flow charts. We announced our way back.
As in the product itself to the market, it's the lo-fi. Yes. So after that, he gives to the civil engineer or ule mse wa kuchomelea. Samsa kuchomelea sasa na build hiyo kitu.
So civil engineer ni hao wasiojua kali. Kuchomelea. Amesema chomelea.
Civil engineer ni people who do things that are around cement and concrete. Anything to do with bricks, that's cement and concrete. That's a civil engineer. Anything to do with the roads. They are massive. They're like part of the kings of engineering. Let's go and say that
because at the end of it all,
it's up to them.
It's up to, as in the end product. It's the civil engineers' work. You won't see the structural engineers' work.
Sawa. Lakini nyinyi explain vitu mingi. Tell us when umefanya about the bridge nini.
So this year we started at a high note. We had to look at Kasarani Stadium. They were to get for AFCON.
Which you did.
We went to the final stages of design analysis, talking to the main contractor. We attended so many meetings. So we were at the verge, like 2 weeks to the signing the contract. Then they changed the CS. The new CS comes with a new regulation.
They changed the CS.
The new CS comes in with something else. No, let's get this thing cheaper. Let's get it from China.
Okay. So China
despite the fact the government didn't give that like the little amount for the project, no, they gave enough, but we need much to ourselves.
It makes sense.
Let the project cost this much, but we get more.
Everything
else.
Anyway.
Also, so the government just allocated enough funds.
Tuongeza hasira.
So
apart from that was the biggest one.
The biggest one.
But you had already done the design.
Everything up to the analysis.
So you have the design already.
I have the design. It remained with me.
Show what the Kasarani Stadium would
have looked like.
It remained with me.
Can we go to China and look for the people and then we give them the design?
Wait, do you have the blueprints?
I have the blueprints.
It's your original.
It's the original from Nairobi University.
To the last size of the bolt.
Exactly what they were to do.
Wow.
And they sought the alternative, but manufacturing nowadays they prefer getting stuff from China.
China is cheaper,
and they prefer getting prefabs from China. So I will say I got this machinery from China 300.
China is not cheaper. They just made things in Kenya expensive.
So that we prefer importing.
Yep.
So after the Kasarani project, we did a steel bridge.
Steel bridge.
A bridge, yes. A bridge. A footbridge. We did another footbridge in Tanzania. For the tour, it's a national park. They want tourists while walking through a national park, they are suspended. They don't walk literally on the ground. They're off the line. So they're like 3 meters elevated from the ground.
Wow.
It was a cumulative coming around 200 kilometers.
200. Hey, that's
so it's a bridge.
long.
It's a bridge. Places where it's hilly. There's a hill. They do a suspension bridge where the guys walk. Holding both sides of the rope. It's only one man. It's not a footbridge for cars, for people, and it's only one person at a go. Where it's flat, you find a pergola or something elevated, spread out, watch animals down there. So that's what another one in Tanzania.
Wow. It's already there now.
It was a project they brought from Tanzania. They wanted us to go and look for it. We went to Tanzania, looked at the prospects, gave them the amount. They're yet to initiate. It's a government project. It did even take 4.5 years to approve. Exactly.
But Nick to Safi.
It's clean. It's a good idea. In fact, Kenya, we need to introduce such a thing when guys are going to a national. They don't go walk on the ground.
But for me, I can say someday you can get there. You see, like what our founder did by coming up with KDK is the same thing you can do, as in giving back to our community. Like kama mahali natoka Ocha, Ocha kuna kwanga vizuri, naweza tengeneza vitu kama hizo. Nafasi angalie hills vizuri. Have you ever heard about Manga Hills?
It's in Kisii. I know of Kisii Highlands.
Yes.
Someone just tried to call me.
Wangoje uko podcast. Wambe uko live. Unashika simu unasema live.
I'm live.
Yeah.
So apart from that, the other day you told me like you have your footprints on Kenya airports.
KAA Kenya airport. So yes,
chill. Chill. Tupelekeni pole. Tunasikia tu ma projects piki, but you did mention having a design process. Like mlikuwa mfanya kila kitu mpaka analysis. How does that process look like?
Okay, so the process starts with the architect. Architect is the king, the pioneer of any project.
Which is you in this case.
No, the architects.
Not you.
No,
oh, you're the structural engineer.
So the architect, the pioneer of this, he designs a structure considering all the prospects, what we've talked about, the client's feelings, how the people inside will feel. So the architect who thinks about all those stuff. He brings out a proposal, then it's given to the quantity surveyor. So the QS will try to put some figures on any activity. He will try to put some figures on any activity. So they have a protocol they follow and rates the charge. For instance, if you are clearing a farm, how much it will cost in Nairobi, Mombasa, or Kisumu per square kilometer. So they have figures. So you put figures to any activity the architect has mentioned. Then it's given to the engineer now. Make this real. So the
engineer involved.
So you are making it real.
Make it real, yes.
So we're no developer, software developer in our case.
Make it real. Somebody designs, just sketches how things should look like. Somebody puts money on it. Like this thing is estimated likely to cost at this much. So give the engineer this much and give him the design. Let him make it real.
So kuna mse hapa katikati anasema unaona, based on this design tunahitaji hizi materials na hii labor na hii ndio itakuwa pesa inahitajika.
That's the quantity surveyor.
Lakini sasa kusema
huyo ndio project manager in our case.
Hata si project manager. I probably say any project. Hata si project manager ina feel ni architect.
So ni avan. We
ngoja. At the end of the day, ni architect amekuwa amesimamia kitu ama
no, architect never appears on the ground.
But
project manager sasa ni kama the guy mwenye the engineer mwenye ameallocate sasa atakuwa na supervise how the activities are done.
Missing
and making sure that the daily targets are met.
Mi na feel ni sawa na when me skip mi na feel unaona in the design world, as in the tech world, design and development. It doesn't include this person. The path of production is shorter.
Well, it wouldn't. wouldn't be so bad for me to just do designs and have someone else say, okay, you see, for each task, it'll take this particular amount of time. We need these particular resources. Yeah, like, why should I have to think about it?
But maybe in a bigger company, that one can happen. Maybe we have not.
Maybe it does happen. We just don't know about it.
Yes, because personally, I've not worked in a very big company where you have many designers, many software developers. But now you see like his project. These are millions and billions dollar projects. Sasa they have. Imagine people working on the ground. You're making a fourth part of 200 kilometers. How many people will be there? No, you have to consider even also
the project manager, the way he's saying now, the project manager is the guy who works on the ground real time. You have, when you go to a meeting with the other guys, you set timelines. You say, we will dig 4 meters per day, and we'll do 3 courses of stones per day. So the project manager should come to the ground and make sure that is done.
Oh, so you meet your deadlines.
So there's a person who should make sure that, according to the meeting we had, the first meeting we had, engineer, everyone, all stakeholders up to the client. When we sat and we agreed that it'll be this much, we'll be doing this much work per day.
Shika usema uko live. Shika usema uko live.
Sijui nani. So I end up kupata conversation mrefu.
Yeah, true, right.
Yeah.
So after tumeagree, the project manager ndio anakuanga uko chini kama supervisor. But it's very advisable if the engineer is also the project manager. He has the skills of project management.
So do you have the skills of a project manager right now? But you are always on a phone call like at a
It was just an introduction. Niaje Chuck. Thank you so much. We now know you. Nilikuwa nataka to recap the year sasa. And people might be asking why Chuck is here. Chuck is a conversationalist as well. He's been supporting us.
And he's a designer.
Yeah, and he's a designer. He designed my bed. Hamwezi elewa. Nitapigia picha. For at least members wako in that exclusive group. Yes, everyone. But he does amazing stuff. Mimi nilitoa kitanda yangu Pinterest nikamshow. Na kaitengeneza. Iko na mpaka jina yangu. Engraved in metal. Anyway.
CNC. Yeah, it's okay. Sasa we kama founder, tumesikiza Chuck kama structural engineer ametuambia mwaka yake imekuaje. Project wamekuwa wakifanya, unaona hadi tumekuja ku notice nikisoma business in high school walikuwa wanasema one of the factors affecting business was political what ama government
political interference.
Yes. You see like most of your biggest projects have been interfered because of the government.
Political instability.
Political instability.
Like CS aja get roots into whatever docket I make, or maybe it's specialized for that job. Like for the first time when I was CS mwenye studied finance and like akona energy and I this I'll change this and that, then aja come is build
another one. Anyway, acha tusikie president wa KDK na alikuwa ametuandalia nini ya 2024 na amerapa aje. Yes. Tunaweza msaidia kukumbuka. So tulikuwa tunakumbuka challenges. There's a time we were not producing. Not recording, not bana pesa. Ani pesa? No, it started like this. Like we got some good people who can help us drive the community. And somehow they failed us to get tukakono and hold kidogo. I wouldn't say they failed us, kind of. I'll just say we couldn't get to an agreement in time. Na ningu volunteer siku ya kwanza wanakuja hadi mimi nimekuwa volunteer kuja na psych siku ya pili psych ina acha nikwambie I have volunteered for a couple of communities, at least most of them in Kisumu. It's not hard volunteering if I believe in the dream. It's hard volunteering when people I'm supposed to be volunteering for start treating you like yes. No, come say kupe do, the least they can do is just treat you like a human being. So at times watu wamechoka
just volunteering pia, and then life is hard as it is already, and then unapata kuna msi anasoma kandiama kushule, our co-host ako shule, but she also tries to show up when she does. Yes. And then kuna sisi tuko tu kazi. We also try and show up. Sometimes to meet, sometimes we have other plans. I can also say there are a number of our speakers, at least there are those who made it to recordings. Lakini kuna wenye hawaku make to the recordings due to lifing. But then scams akisema awapendi hiyo nini, hiyo kuongeza ing in a noun. Anyway, life did its thing. Life.
Saying lifing. Okay, it's a new thing to me. Now I'll start
you
recognizing.
I'm trying to say not to say it.
I'll get okay.
ing on a noun. Just went extreme. I need to first of all identify what a noun is.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Life is a noun. Lifing is you have added ing.
Because it's doing its thing, you get.
There's adult and there's adult.
But party is not a noun.
Party. No, party is a verb. That's why partying makes sense.
Okay.
Anyway, so life.
My English lessons.
So there are people who actually an apology punsaidie kusema pole.
Kuna.
There are speakers we
turn down.
Securing Tom.
Did we turn down?
Unajua kizungu ni ngumu na ikuja na
mess. We didn't really turn them down.
Tunafaa tuseme aje?
Tuliwaangusha.
Tuliwaangusha. Sasa tuliwaangusha kwa kizungu ni?
Tuliwaangusha. Wacha hapo. Tuliwaangusha. Poleni sana. Najua kuna wase wengine hata hawataki kusikia jina langu mara mbili. Ni sawa, it's fine. I get it. Wenye bado wako niliwatumia Calendly link, so lakini there's a very amazing lineup of speakers we've had this year as well. Won't you agree?
The royal priest.
The royal priest, Mr. Simon Dom. That guy is very
Max. Kuna Brandon.
Buendo ukikumbusha waseni kina nani. So the royal priest is both a designer and a PM, no?
Yes, and he has been a developer.
What was his biggest takeaway? And he's been a developer. But he doesn't like developers.
He's big. Ni moja. Mimi nakumbuka takeaway yake ilikuwa ni moja. MVP is an MVP. Yes.
Okay. And then kumekuwa na Brandon. What was your biggest takeaway with Brandon?
Regardless everything, you can thrive in your career.
You can thrive in your career.
Yeah.
Brandon Bali to show maze. Haikuangi rahisi.
It's never easy.
And then there was Ngatia. Do you remember Ngatia?
Ngatia is there. Ngatia and Steve. They kind of, as in these people have traversed. I think because they have more experience in the business world.
Let me tell you something.
This
is something not many people know. But Mr. Steven, Steven Jobita, the one who taught us about business-centered design, like how we can bring business into design. That guy is the first person who told me about design. How old was I? Around 18.
Wow.
It was me and some people, and by that time he was speaking Greek. Me, didn't get it. He was telling us about this friend of his who had this tender. I'm not so sure if I'm supposed to share this story, that's why it's a little high-end. But who had this tender? Na sisi alituambia tender ni gani, and we were looking at it. So he was doing like the whole branding, from branding, packaging, cars. Nitawambia after it. Ayo. So your time bado alikuwa tu anaongea Greek, and then I went there, and then of course life kept on doing its thing. You see, before hata nipatane sasa na what design is. And then tunakuja tunapatana huko mbele, we're both designers. They're really, really interesting.
Very interesting.
Ebu tell us about the Don and Jerry episode.
Don and Jerry. Don and Jerry. sasa Donanjeri, it was like how customers view products. Na sasa the role priest akakuja kajibu hiyo, akasema MVP ni MVP. Juu akina Donald, kwanza Donald alikuwa anasema
si walikuwa wanaongelea service design.
Service design, lakini alikuwa anasema client anatakanga app yake ikuwe kama ya X.
Unaweza pata client anataka
anataka app yake ikuwe kama ya X.
Okay, yes. In what terms?
Literally, but chenye na solve, you get, kuna hiyo customer experience. Ikiwa kama X haiwezi saidia client au the end user, si client, lakini client mwenyewe amesema nataka app yake kama X.
Interesting.
Sasa hii hapo nilikuwa nakuja saa wenye wana convincing watu juu ya customer service.
Nilisikia kwanza Njeri akisema part fulani unaweza pata hata shida si product yako, shida ni venye inakuwa delivered, sasa in terms of service. Sasa hiyo mpaka alikuwa na mention about kuchora journey maps, right?
Alafu service experience ni different. Service experience yetu unaanza by nitongaje ni splash screen ama nitongaje tena
nini splash screen,
the first screen of an application,
the onboarding screen. Excuse me.
Onboarding screens. As in service experience ianzi tuna onboarding screens peke yake, it goes beyond that,
way before the onboarding screens. Okay, sawa, tutaenda kusikiza. Looks like
alafu kuna designer. As in, have you ever met a designer who is an artist?
Nani?
Anaitwa Max.
Max jamani. Max akuje pole pole, lakini hiyo shule mimi nataka kuingia. Max has been a very nice. Ebu tuambie mbona una feel ni artist kwanza. May have a different view of him.
A different view of him. He's an artist. As in an artist ni wale wasouchora. Yes.
He's an artist. Amekuonyesha. Hiyo mliongea
si nyuma ya 10. Sadi ile episode yake alikuwa anaongelea hiyo story.
Na wase wana feel kama mimi. We need to go and unpack.
Itabidi umeisikiza. So kuna perspective gani ya Max? Sasa hiyo imekuwa recap ya speakers sasa. Ya designer sasa
najua tujakava everyone. Sawa, watu waende wasikize. We had an amazing lineup of speakers this year. The audience was amazing as well. Have you seen our listeners?
I have seen. See, you even posted for us on LinkedIn.
Bado yenye nataka kuwapostia sasa iko leo. Ngoja tutawapostia. Nataka like mu experience venye mimi experience. Unajua niliwapea a few screenshots.
Okay. That ni zote.
Anyway, thank you so much. People, we had new listeners this year. Aki atuendi kama sija recognize Mr. Hayes as a speaker.
Mr. Hayes. I missed that session.
You missed that session, boy. Ndio maana ukumbuki. Wacha sasa mimi nikwambia, there's Mr. Hayes who taught us about portfolios and how designers can just be natural entrepreneurs because they already understand the whole process. They can even like filter into how to like talk to users and get to know their pain points and stuff. That's really good for business. But unaweza enda usikie mwenyewe. There was one guy who taught us about, but Ilikua tu ni ya Wangoi. Huwezi kula idiri kila siku.
By the way, ali promise atarudi.
There was Lynette as well. Lynette taught us about user research. Like literally, by the time she was done, I was like, it seems like there's no way around user research. User research is just user research.
Trust me, every designer.
Yeah.
Every designer we have posted, even Don and Jerry.
Well, may agree on one thing.
Even Steven.
User research.
Even Max. Yeah, it's very important. If you want to build a whole product without coming back to rebuild it again, because user research is very important. Even ChuckNorris, he puts himself like like the person walking on the park. That's how user research.
You must feel what the user will feel.
So what do you have for us next year?
Ngoja. Then there was Tiffany's. Lessons learned, mistakes made. A lot was said.
Amia dinaweza wapatia recap moja. Yeah, lessons learned. It's not about using Figma. You go beyond.
What we're not scared. Mistakes made, I think. What we're not scared. There was also unasahau aje Msanga shwari.
Silisahau Msanga.
To one, your biggest takeaway.
Maybe koga.
Au kwa na takeaway uko?
Niko na kadhaa.
Mimi nasema your biggest.
My biggest. Mimi nitaka niambie your biggest kwanza. Unajua sijasikia takeaway zako kadhaa za speakers.
Au just kwa nini nimekuwa naongea Greek?
Nimekuwa contribute kidogo sipi. Aitwa Msanga.
Msanga took us through how to navigate the freelance realm.
So from Msanga, the biggest thing I learned, apart from as being a freelancer, you are supposed, like, timelines ni muhimu. You see, like, you are supposed to know, like, your time and the time to do work, because as a freelancer you work most of the time, you work from home. You can find yourself working every single time. Overworking. Yes. Seems like a very, it's not a big deal, but once you become a freelancer, you'll notice that you find like every time, even cooking, it involves, you can be cooking and at that time you want to cook
and you're in a meeting,
you want to be in a meeting, you get so you have to set that, and then freelancing also takes your life somehow. If you're not careful, the timelines you find, imagine like we are supposed to go out today, but you have a meeting in the next 30 minutes, and that meeting probably you never said it, you gave the client the leeway to call you anytime. That's one of the things. That's what the major thing I learned from Sanga.
Okay.
Yes.
Discipline your time. So there are many others like
na pia pesa. By the way aliongelea yeye na Steven waliongelea.
Wacha watu ndio
waliongelea pesa.
Ni sawa, let people go. Listen about how to handle finances, right?
As a freelancer. Ujuangi pesa inaingia lini? Unajua clients wanavari. Leo kuna clients 5, kesho hauna.
For the next 7 months.
Yes.
You could afford you a plan for how you survive for the next year.
Yes, and they told us how to. And then, I don't know, but this is always my all-time favorite. I remember we had KDK's episode last year. About, imeandikwa ni formal money dress, but it has a lot about negotiating and how to price. Asa every time someone asks me about how to price now to manga huko. But anyway, yeah, that was our audience was amazing. Come on.
Audience wapigiwe makofi. ChuckNorris akiwa mmoja wao.
Kuna yenye nishaten.
Only attend.
You sent me a link the last minute. And I was in.
Thank you so much. Asanteni sana. It warms my heart to see you guys embrace what we try to bring to the table. See a lot, of course, but hiyo kidogo tunashare. So asanteni sana.
Sasa tuanze kuongelea 2025.
Hey.
Me, I'm eager kuambia 2025. What awaits us for 2025?
What goodies
are events, bana. In fact, I think KDK needs to have an event.
But apart from an event, sisi mimi kama mimi mimi nataka nikuone kila siku ukiongea, as in every episode I want to see you talk.
In terms of video?
Yes, as in I want to relate who I'm relating with.
I don't know, so far I think my listeners hawaja complain.
Ani venye hajasema
waseme basi kwa
si mimi hapa.
Wewe ni co-host.
Lakini si bado na complain.
Wewe ni co-host.
Lakini sina complaints just ya kuona.
Acha users waongee.
Si hata mimi ni use. Mimi ni conversationalist. Mimi nimebeba mzigo yao.
Sawa.
Mimi ka conversationalist naelewa. So next time tunaanza kushoot video.
Nataka kuambia audience kwanza. Watu waambie kama wanataka kutuona on video because I don't think they want to.
Tutawauliza tena before mwaka ishe.
We also need to know what topics they want to listen to more. Yeah, what people they wanna see on board. So far though, I think so far we've been getting it right.
Yeah.
Guessing.
So you have said so next year there could be a video. Next year there's video recording. Nice. And then you talked about a school. Yes.
No.
You talked about Max and the school, and
No.
and there's an episode you recorded last showing about visual hierarchy. Yes. So at least maybe you tell us what's
the knowledge series.
Yes.
Oh yeah, there's a knowledge series I'm really excited about. Literally just 15 minutes of talking about design hacks. Unajua hapa tunaongeanga like real design conversations. Uko ni design hacks all the way from visual hierarchy to spacing to typography and fonts, right? I'm looking to ask amazing designers. Like you see, Steve already told us ako willing. Though sikumbuki kama alisema alikuwa anatupea account number, lakini alisema story ya color, right?
Color theory.
Yeah, we can get Max on board as well. Me being a former student of Max, you as well, I think we're in agreement. He can teach us a lot. Yeah. And a couple of people who will be ready to sign up. I have interacted with Ngatia and Brandon. They're really amazing people. They would do a lot for the community. So when it comes to Kwanza, I remember anytime Mr. Wadanganya, anytime we needed, especially last year, this year I've been just a little independent. Last year I was relying on so many people, these senior designers, to like guide us through. And so what I used to do was ningewatumia design yangu. Utapata hawana time, lakini wakipata wanakuandikia all the reviews. Ana wanakuambia ukimaliza unaweza pitisha bado. Ngatia played a big role in that last year. Yeah. Yaani utaona anakosa time mpaka atakwambia usijali, ni time tu sina, lakini kidogo tu alafu atafanya.
Ukisema hadi Max anaweza sikia vibaya nikisema hii.
Aje.
Max ashai comment to one of my Figma projects.
Just one,
no, one of. Amecomment kadhaa, but kuna hii moja ilikuwa na comments mingi. I think I'm almost finishing my second year statement za kusoma comments.
Hizi sikia vibaya, lakini atatuambia.
Sawa. Anyway, so next year kuna video, kuna knowledge series, kuna nini nyingine, kuna event inaweza tokea. Amekuwa akiongea hapo katikati, hatujui tutapanga. Unajua ni founder. Anyway, what else for next year for us?
Need to host. Chakuniteta founder.
Lakini tunakwela inabidi umezoea. Sawa, host. Chendereta. Sawa, chendereta. Sasa tufanyaje? Next year kukoaje?
Next year. I don't know.
Mimi kama host, I was thinking next year we take our knowledge series to different universities. Probably.
There's room for discussion, not just to
that's what I'm saying. It's a suggestion as a host.
If 2025, there was an idea to share an episode with Beyond Reference.
Beyond wire frames. Yes, this Lillian. And Sia. Yeah, we'll have to do that. That one was, I think. Yeah, I think what made it not to happen this year was, I think, time and then Christmas. Anyway, kama founders yako vacation. Uko vacation wapi?
Wapi hapo?
Tenderete, uko vacation wapi sahi?
Wapi hapo?
Sio ndo tuambie.
Afande please.
Anyway, I think that's what we can expect next year. As a community, manze, keep being the community. We learn every day.
Inakuanga hard.
Alafu community pay, keep in mind, watu wengi wanafanya design wamekuwa self-taught. Naona. So hizo hacks ndogo tunasaidia conversationalist mwingine, na hivyo ndo tuta grow community.
Yeah. Lakini just be kind to someone else. Si lazima umenta msi. Ukiona anafanya kitu wrong unamshow tu, unamwambia kuna venye hii space kuja ni kushow, ama look at these videos. That's why we create these groups, to share knowledge. That's how I learned. A chance kudanganya. The whole idea ya kutengeneza design community came from this particular software developer communities, the Alexa community. Chatongela the Alexa community yenye imeanzishwa from Kisumu. Wanasaidiana. Like mimi nikiwa na shida sai, kuna mtu ananisaidia. Like code tu inanishinda mpaka wana offer kuingia, hebu tuingie call ni kushow like haraka faster. Alafu it's beyond about like the handwork. Unaona ka design ama code community, it's beyond that. Unaona kama kesho unaweza kuenda interview mahali, unasikia wewe ni designer, unasikia unahitaji junior designer, you come back. Unaona, as in hiyo ndio community. You come back to the community to ambie nahitaji junior designer. Na si hao ndo na trust, because at least najua when I share resources, at least 50% listen, or at least 50% watch. Naweza kuwa si mimi. So if kidogo I've been training you the same way I'm training myself, then I believe in your abilities the same way. Of course, you're the first person I'm asking for ukitokea na kazi. And I'm having projects next year. I'll need a team. I'll need teams.
Even KDK needs more volunteers.
Yeah. And then most of our amazing speakers walikubali kuvolunteer. Nataka tu wrap up by kusema Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Umepangaje festive season?
Festive season yangu, I think this time sina festive season for sure. Uko
nayo. Ndio ina happen sahi ni venye una
like unajua festive season yangu ya nimezoea ni moja. Nendanga kwetu ushago. Nakula chapati. Isi chapati. Hata si inaweza kuwa chapati na kitu yote, inaweza kuwa chapati peke yake. But chapati kuna venye chapati ilikuwa chapati, si venye siku hizi nilienda kampuni nikakula chapati hadi nikasema sitaki chapati maishani.
Chapati kama pick up mzima. In 4 years.
Yes, you get chapati. So sijaha ile moment ya kwenda kukula chapati ushago, so na feel. But anyway,
usikie uchungu. So ndio ushago lakini majam ziko huko nje.
Hata shida si jam, ni fair siku afford ya kwenda ushago. Ni fair sina. Mkiweza nichangia siwezi mind.
MD tafadhali sikiza maoni hayo. Sawa, amesikia.
Tufikisha accept grand.
Nikule chapati nikiona grandma. ChuckNorris. Siwaambie watu Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas is the first Christmas I'm going to spend in the city.
In the city?
Yeah.
Okay. You never spend Christmas in the coast?
Rarely do I. In Nairobi, no.
In Nairobi, no. But in the coast you have?
In the coast, Western, anywhere else apart from Nairobi.
Right? It feels weird.
I think tuko naye kwa hiyo nini. No wonder I feel like sina Christmas hii wakati. Yes, it's the first time.
Let me tell you something. Some of us don't actually experience Christmas often.
Wow. Christmas is there annually.
That's the thing. It's
you don't feel the Christmas vibe.
It's different.
Christmas tree by the we need to decorate the Christmas tree.
Yeah, I bought a tree for Christmas. Na huyo alikuwa anataka kuchop down. I even have lights.
We need to decorate it kama
jingle bells. Merry Christmas, guys. Yesu alizaliwa kesho kutwa.
So Christmas Eve, that's what we do.
Kesho kutwa ni kesho. Leo ni Christmas Eve.
Oh. Merry Christmas, Semeni na mimi. Ebu kwanza let me remind someone. If you've listened mpaka hapa, tafadhali just like, share, subscribe. Inasaidia wasi wengi kupata hizi resources. At least watu wache kuwa na mediocre skills, but that was a concern when I was starting this podcast. Ati utapata huyo designer anaongea mingi na hajui kudesign. Like ungesikia. So unapata kuna gap hapa katikati. There's like really great designers, and then there's this upcoming designers who don't know where to learn, how to start, what to do. They just know about design.
Yeah.
So the bridge between them.
Sasa si bridge ni resources too.
Umefanya nikakumbuka. That's my boss who was saying the other day. Watu wanaongea vizuri LinkedIn, ukiwapatia kazi
ni ngumu kufanya. Imagine that's how people feel.
Inasema mtu akona portfolio mzuri ama?
But that time ushaiona portfolio yangu. Lakini
mimi sina portfolio. Anyway, portfolio inakuja next year pia, portfolio roast.
Yes.
Yes. Anyway, Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Wish you a Merry Christmas and happy Merry Christmas. Sasa sijui kuimba.
Stop recording.